Hey friends, it's Jacqueline here. In today's video, I'm bringing you the review on the brand new Scott Barnes Summer 2020 collection. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to see all the details about this collection, swatches, a lot of comparisons, and a full demo on this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Scott Barnes just launched his Summer 2020 collection, and I couldn't resist the temptation. Regardless, I was gonna get some of his new liquid lipsticks, and while I was thinking and had it, had them in the car for a little bit of a time, all of a sudden he showed up that something new was coming, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I decided to go ahead and get the items and just review them here for you. That last year I have tried one of his eyeshadow palettes, then all three of the face palettes, the one for blush, contour, and then the highlighters palette, and I like them all. They are really good quality right there. So anyhow, going back to this collection right here, so I got one of the bronzers and they sent me the wrong one. So this one right here is in Bondi Beach. Now the one that I got is Sicilian Sun. I think that's the one, Sicilian Sun, and it is on the FedEx track right now. It's supposed to be delivered today, so hopefully you will see making the appearance of that bronzer when, I don't know, when the FedEx track comes. And if not, I will promise you to put a side-by-side image on my Instagram. Okay friends, so I got one of the bronzers, like I said, the wrong one in this case, and then I also got his two new mini eyeshadow palettes. These are tiny ones. The name of the one that is kind of like your nudie tones is called Shimmering Sun, and then the one that is more colorful is Tequila Sunrise. I'm really happy that I got the Tequila Sunrise, the colorful one, because I skip on his big colorful palette. I think it's called Color Bomb. I skipped on that one, so this is, I think, a really good way for me to try the formula on when we're talking about colorful shades. Okay, and then from this same collection I got the set of Flossy Glossies. So it comes 3 glosses in Summer Sizzle, and these glosses right here, they are limited edition. His regular glosses, they come in gold packaging. This one right here is in the white container, which I think I actually like these ones a little bit better. I don't know. Let me show you how it looks, the bronzer. It's huge. I mean, it's the size of my face. Here you see the sunshine. Yes, this is big. This is so big. So this is plastic right here, plastic too, it's not metal. And then you have this big old sun. It says SB for Scott Barnes, and the sun is actually an overspray. And the way that I know it's an overspray, not only by looking at it, but when Scott Barnes was making his reveal video for this summer collection, there's a part, if I find the minute number, I will put it down here, where he said, I have removed the gold, or I removed the overspray. He said something like that, and he looked like very serious, like boom. And then you see that he was using the bronzer without the overspray. So I mean, we will see right now how it looks like. I mean, it looks very pretty on the pan. Now, as far as the packaging goes, it's very flimsy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanna, here you go. I do reviews to give you my honest feedback. The packaging is not weighty. Now, what is important right here, and what I have learned throughout all these time making reviews, it is that what is really important is the formulation right here. So we will talk about the formulation. Now for packaging, if you are a luxury makeup lover like I am, I mean, this is nothing like, say, a Gucci or Charlotte Tilbury. This is plastic, like very flimsy, but you get a lot of product right here. Here you get, let me tell you, 37.5 grams of product. That's a lot. That's huge. That's a huge amount. Let me tell you really quick now that I'm here. I do have here my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I have 2 actually of these. This comes with 16 grams of product, and this is a really good amount of product. I actually did a full review on this, and I compared it with several products, and believe me, that's a really good amount. For example, I have here a Chantecaille bronzer in Sirena. This comes with 11 grams of product, but this one right here, 37. That's quite a bit. So let's move on to the mini eyeshadow palettes. The mini eyeshadow palettes, they cost $25 each. I mean, this is for your typical bronzy look, and then Tequila Sunrise is the colorful one. This is the front, which I really like. It's so, I don't know, just Scott Barnes products overall, the packaging really, I mean, to me, it just speaks about Miami. You know, if you have been in Miami and you have those Miami vibe, you know, the beach, the sun and all that, that's the vibe that it always gives me. So I actually really like the color story on these. We'll go into swatches in a minute. And then for the Flossy Glossy, this set of 3, it wasn't cheap. It costed $63. And you know, with this little window right here, so you can see the shade that you're getting. This one right here is such a pretty shade. It's a corally sparkly shade. I don't know, it just, the shades, for some reason, they just give me like happiness vibes. Honestly, I just feel like, I don't know, they just look happy shades. Okay, so here we have Shimmering Sand, and this palette has a little mirror. It's also magnetic. Just gonna give it a quick swatch right here. You have 1, 2, 3 matte shades, 1 satin right here, and this one right here looks to be a shimmering shade. And this one right here, you have to see it in person. It looks stunning. It looks so beautiful. It seems like it's gonna be one of those wet eyeshadows. I mean, I shouldn't speak right now because I haven't tried it yet, but this is your colorful palette. I like the shades right here. They're a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go. There's 2 mattes. This one right here is the satin shade. This one seems to be a metallic, and then this one right here, one of those kind of like glossy celestial shades. So the aqua blue, this magenta pinky shade. Such a pretty shade right here. It has a little bit of like a pink shift to it. And there are all the shades right there. So you know the drill on this channel. I only have concealer on my eyelids, and I have set it with a little bit of setting powder, so we're gonna go straight with color. And I'm gonna be using my Scott Barnes number 62 brush. You know that this brush makes its appearance pretty much on all my videos. I mean, not saying that because I'm reviewing right now Scott Barnes. I mean, I bought all these products with my own money. There's no PR right here. I don't even think he sends PR to anybody. Just, I have seen him on Tati's video, but that's pretty much it. Anyhow, going back to this. So this is my Scott Barnes number 62 brush, and I'm gonna go first to this shade from Sunrise Tequila. And I'm just gonna go above the crease. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm dipping into this shade. I'm just taking these right on my crease. Wow, I have a lot of pigment right here, and it's blending fairly good too. Just taking whatever is left on the brush and just taking it on my outer V. Scott Barnes number 63 brush, and the deepest shade on the palette. And I'm just gonna go ahead and deepen out this area. Sonia G Soft Shader. And I'm just applying it on my lid. I'm gonna go with the number 62 brush again, and I'm gonna deep on the yellow shade. Just a dash, and I'm just gonna take it all over the top. And I'm gonna go with this shade right here. And I'm gonna mix it in a little bit with this shade here. in the middle of my eyelid. For my lower lash line, I'm going to this shade, Flat Definer, and I'm taking it even closer to the lash line. With the same brush, I'm gonna go to this deeper shade, and I'm just gonna smoke it out a little bit, that lower lash line. Alrighty, my friends, completely done with my eyes, and I want to let you know something. When I was doing my other eyelid, this one right here, you remember how I went with a little bit of the yellow from this eyeshadow palette on here? I went ahead and actually started it with the yellow on this side instead, and then I went with these, and then I did the same process as the other one. Just the only difference is that I started it with this shade above, like very high on the top. I have a very small space on my eyelid, and even when I swatch it, I was able to notice that this yellow shade, it doesn't have like full-on pigmentation. It's not completely opaque. I mean, it's yellows, they are very hard to formulate, and this is not the exception. It's not patchy, it went really nice, creamy, but as you blend it, it kind of like fades away, not into nothing. It doesn't disappear. It's not like, I don't know if you remember that I tried this brand right here. I know this is super extra expensive bougie, and this shade right here kept disappearing on me all the time. On this one, it's not the case. It doesn't disappear. I can see the yellow in there, the yellow stay there, but what I'm saying is like it's more of like a translucent yellow. It doesn't have, you know, it's not fully opaque. Just to let you know on that. And then this shade right here is fully opaque. I mean, you can still build it. It looks fine. And then on these ones, I'm not concerned about it because this is satin, this is a metallic. Those are, you're gonna be fine. The only ones that I usually be like a little bit more concerned of are those, you know, those shades that are matte. Then the middle shades of both palettes, they are beautiful. They are more of like a, you know, kind of like a wet finish, but you will have some fallout. I already have fallout here and fallout right here. So next time I may apply it wet and see how they look. Or you know what? Since I have it here, what about if I apply it wet? Let's see, where's the brush? Right here. Where is my matte fix plus? Ah, right here. This baby. Okay, so let me just go. I'm gonna go directly with this one right here, and I'm using a Smith 253 brush, and I'm just gonna wet it. I love the scent of that matte fix plus. It smells like roses, but in the best way possible. Oh, okay. Definitely wet. You said wet. I will say it's even better than using it with your finger, because with your finger, I mean, the application is there, but wet, it just gives that, you know, a little bit of that metallic finish to it, like truly like a wet look to the eyelid. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we know what is the way to go on those. Let's just move on really quick to this brand right here, the bronzer. Again, this is in Bondi Beach, and here you go. Let me just swatch this side right here. That's the shade. Now this is the shade just mixed in, just a dash with that gold sheen, which, like, if you see, like, if I pass my hand on the sun, you see how it's disappearing, the gold? It's on the side of my finger. It's just an overspray. That's it. I mean, the shade is very pretty. Okay, so I do have right here two Scott Barnes brushes. This is very dense. These, I will say, I will use it mostly for contouring my face, which I'm not going to do today because I want to showcase the bronzer. And this will be the one that I most likely use as a bronzer. Okay, let's see right here. Let me just sweep off. Yeah, I'm just sweeping off a little bit that gold part, unfortunately. very pretty, very natural too. I do have a light to medium skin tone too, and you will find on the description box below my foundation matches, so you can, you know, use it as a reference. I'm building it up, and you know what? It's applying so well. I can see a little bit of the actual gold, the gold overspray, just a little bit right here. Not too much though. It's just me. I don't wanna take the whole thing out because it's so pretty. I would love to keep it like that. It just looks so beautiful, but it is what it is. It kind of reminds me of the new NARS bronzer. It says that it's Laguna, but in the box it doesn't say that it's Laguna. But they say that it's Laguna. Whatever. Okay, so that bronzer, it also has an overspray. Yeah, so you want to make sure you take away that overspray, because otherwise, like right here, I ended up with a little bit of that gold in there. I mean, I don't mind it because I'm a little bit bronzed right now, so I really don't mind it. But do you see it right there? I'm sure you can see it right there. Just a little, just a little. And as far as how does the formula feel, it actually feels creamy. Not like a cream, but you know, very soft. And it's not like crackling or anything like that. It just goes very smooth, nice and smooth. And I feel that's why also it blends so well. Let me just compare it with Charlotte Tilbury right here. I do have the number 3. I think the number 3 may be a little bit too deep in comparison, but let's just give it a go. Yeah, this is a lot darker. Number 3. I'm gonna just put it down here below. Right there. See, this one right here, it went even a little bit smoother. Just a little bit than the Charlotte Tilbury. And then I do have the number 2 right here. This also has a golden undertone, but it seems like the one from Scott Barnes is just a dash warmer. Yeah. The number 2 from Charlotte Tilbury, it has the golden undertone, but yet it comes out to be more neutral than the one from Scott Barnes, Bondi Beach. Yeah. Okay friends, now let's go into blush, and because we're doing Scott Barnes, I'm going to be using my Scott Barnes blush palette. And let's see, I think I want to go with Strike Rose. And I'm just going to put a little bit of Mango Fizz in it. And that's going to bring, you know, this goldeny shade on the top. And then let's go into highlighter. Again, Scott Barnes right here. Let's see. I think I want to go with Twilight Sun. I also feel I need a little bit of highlighter right here on my inner corner on my brow bone. I think I want to go to Candlelight. Okay, I love it. So far, so good. Now let's go into these lip glosses. So I'm gonna go from the lightest to the darkest, and I'm just gonna swatch them for you. So this one right here is called Crystal. This is basically kind of like your topper shade. Doesn't have any particular scent. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of like your milky type of shade. It's not as sticky, but it's a little bit on the heavier side. Kind of reminds me a little bit to the Wayne Goss glosses, that they have a little bit of a tuck, so that means that they will stay longer put on, but at the same time they are not sticky. So here you go. This is Crystal and it has a beautiful pink chip to it, like really, really lovely. Okay, now let's try the shade Blondie. This is more of like a light peachy, you know, it's kind of like a Bellini type of shade. If you like peach Bellinis, that's what it reminds me of. And by the way, these lip glosses, instead of having a doe foot applicator, it has a brush applicator, which I personally like even more than a doe foot applicator, but you don't see it. I mean, it's really hard to find a lip gloss nowadays that has a brush. Oh, this is my type of shade. I like the other one. The other one was pinky, but this one right here has that peachy undertone to it, very slightly, that I just love. And here you go. This is Blondie. Yeah, even when you remove them, you feel like it's not as easy to remove as your typical, you know, lightweight gloss. And last, let's go with Coral Cabana. This is a shade that I truly want to try badly. This is just summer on a lip gloss. So beautiful. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is your coral, like true coral, you know, the pink coral shade, like that. You know what? These glosses, they really make your lips look very juicy, like so beautiful. I mean, they really do give you a really nice juicy effect. And this is the shade Coral Cabana. I just removed the last lip gloss because with my order I purchased one of his Lip Fetish liquid matte lipsticks, and this is in the shade Strut, something like that. His lip glosses and lipsticks, they come in this gold packaging. Okay, and this one has a doe foot applicator. Okay, and this one have a scent, kind of like a vanilla scent or like birthday cake. Okay, so this shade is very pretty. It will pull out peach on you. I will say that I definitely need a lip liner. The formula is very thin. It's like super thin formula. It doesn't feel heavy, but it's not fully opaque. I think you will have to do another swipe. Okay, I went ahead and contoured my lips with Pat McGrath in the shade Contour. And I'm just tapping these because the formula, when I applied it first and it completely dry, it's a true matte liquid formula. You know, it's not gonna crack up your lips, but it's gonna feel in the drier side. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this shade over top, which is Blondie. I like the finish of this, but the scent, it has a hint of like a chemical scent. Alrighty, my friends, before I conclude this video, you know what? I'm sure you're gonna want to ask me, what about this bronzer against the new Gucci bronzers? Because you know that I have been in love with Gucci. The Gucci bronzers, they have a little bit more red in it. Okay, so I have here the shade number 4. So here's Scott Barnes, Gucci 4. And here I have Gucci number 3. Number 3 has a little bit more of that gold undertone. So Scott Barnes. Okay, let's do this. Gucci 4 on top, Gucci 3 on the bottom. There you go. You can see it right there. Yeah, I mean, if anything, maybe a little bit closer to number 3, but yet I feel like the Scott Barnes is just a little bit more gold than the Gucci's. Gucci's, they do have that red undertone. Even the number 3, it does have that red undertone. Okay, friends, so a little bit of an interruption right here. Look when it arrived. I kind of knew it. I ended the video and all of a sudden I heard like a big bump. Big bump. It was the mailman. The mailman. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is how it comes. So you can see it. Well, it came in a box, obviously, but I just removed it from the box. I disinfected the box too. And this is the packaging, and this is Sicilian sand. You're not gonna be able to see it right there, but it's on the top. That's where you find it. Okay, so let's make the quick comparison right here. So at least you have it. Okay, so this one right here is reddish. I mean, I can tell right away. It has a little bit of a reddish undertone. So let me just put it side by side. Here I have Sicilian sand, and this is Bondi. So here you go. You can tell right there. Okay, let's just give it a swatch. Okay, so here we go. That is Sicilian sand, and this is the one that I tried today. Bondi Beach. I'm sorry, my Spanish doesn't let me go. Yeah, this one is definitely more red. Okay, that being said, where are my Gucci bronzers? They are down here somewhere. Hold on. Okay, so I have the number 3 right here. I think the number 3 is the one that it will look mostly alike, because the number 4 is very, very red. There you go. Yep. It's not as red as Gucci, but it's very alike to Gucci number 3. This one, you can tell, has more red in it, but just to compare it a little right there. Okay, my friends, now let's go back to the video and wherever I left off. Okay, my friends, so I think this makes it for this video. I hope that you really enjoyed it, that you found it helpful. I would love to read your comments down below. Let me know if you have gotten any of these products, and while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. Already, my friends, thank you so much again for watching. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.